All right, to kick things off, I'm here with Kim Lynch. She is the Executive Vice President for the Government Defense and Intelligence Group here at Oracle. Thanks for joining us, Kim.
Well, thanks for having me. It's been a great, fun event.
Yes, it has. And first thing I want to get to is, Oracle, Government Defense and Intelligence. Now, we're not new to any of those areas in particular, but the group is somewhat new. So why now? What's exciting about this?
Yeah, and as you mentioned, we've supported the government and national security and defense missions since our inception, so it's part of who we are. But what we've done is we've really brought all of the teams together around the customer. So we've taken a new approach and we've designed our teams to be really mission-centric, and they take all of our products, put them together, solve problems for the customers, and deploy them that way instead of selling individual product lines.
Fabulous. And today here at this event, we brought the entire ecosystem, if you will, of defense tech players together. What are some of the main challenges that they have right now and that you're hearing here at the event?
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges and why it's so perfect for us is the amounts of data that the government collects. And the ability to process that is very challenging for them, and they are overwhelmed with data deluge. And what is such a perfect opportunity for us, who know how to structure data, who hold the world's most important data securely, and unlock it for decisional advantage, is exactly the kind of help that the government needs right now to be able to make better decisions and provide decisional operational advantage to the warfighter.
The landscape has changed a bit in the last few years, so what makes that extra challenging?
Yeah, so extra challenging, but also extra opportunities. Right now, over the last several months, we've seen a rapid adoption of technology, and so our ability to deploy our clouds at all classification levels is just a rapid acceleration at the moment, which is pretty exciting times for us. And then to layer in all our solutions from our data platforms to our business applications, we're really able to help customers much more directly now.
And what role does AI play in helping this along, help us fight these challenges as well?
Yes, so our customers, our government customers, are very interested in AI. They know they need it, and their real challenge is structuring the data to be ready for AI, and that's something that we also are exceptional at and can do within the products they already own, primarily in our database. And then that gets it ready for AI. Then it moves to our cloud. As we're moving all of their current data platforms into our cloud, we can really unlock the AI capabilities with 23 AI and with our cloud. So it's a great time to be able to support them in that journey.
Can you give us some examples of a customer, maybe one example of a customer who is using some of this technology to really transform?
Sure, a great one kind of tied to today, since we had Army Futures Command with us, is to talk about Army and their real rapid adoption of cloud technology. So Oracle Cloud has been a partner at Army, and some examples of things we're doing is right now, Army has 300,000 records that we're helping apply LLMs against so that they can really organize them differently, get insights from them, and unlock those 300,000 records in all new ways.
We had the general earlier as part of your opening keynote. What were some of your big takeaways from that discussion?
The real key insight there is that the Army and the entire Department of Defense is really pushing forward right now and looking for partnership and looking for integration. So they don't want even just one company. They want a suite of companies to come together, integrate solutions, and be able to propose new ideas to them. So it's not about responding to requirements anymore that the government defines. It's about creating new capabilities and showcasing them and driving them with other companies for customer solutions.
There have been a lot of news lately, even in the last 24 hours,
right,
from big tech companies delivering innovation for government and defense. Why now? What makes this time so unique?
I think right now there is a real acknowledgement and focus that our adversaries are going in and taking technology out of their own industries and their own innovators very quickly. And we've seen that over the last couple years, that the innovation gap between us and our adversaries was starting to close because they were able to go and just take it. For us, we have to really think about acquisition and how we get the latest and greatest technology into the government's hands faster. And that's what we're seeing, is this real recognition that to widen that gap again, we have to move faster and we have to partner differently. And the government's starting to really drive that.
And I think, yeah, I want to touch on that for a minute because we're at this event where we have a lot of innovative companies that are making, even startups making brand new technology. And government is often, and you've talked about, government used to be seen as, moving ploddingly slow, but this imperative to move fast, you can just sort of feel it here. What are some of your takeaways just from the conversations with some of these innovative companies today?
I think everyone's really getting excited about this as a market now, whereas before it seemed like a high barrier to entry, never really a good return on investment. Companies, smaller companies who wouldn't necessarily in the past be able to afford to try and break into the government market are seeing that it's becoming easier to access. And also by partnering with companies like Oracle who really understand the government space, they can get their technologies in the hands of the government much faster and see a better return on investment for themselves, or at least a better way to do business. And so there's a lot more excitement about coming and bringing things to the government market.
Well, let's wrap with that. What are you most excited about in terms of how Oracle is being perceived in this kind of new landscape of defense?
We are seen as a true mission partner who's bringing solutions and not selling products. And so that's exciting to be viewed as a true mission partner. And we know it because our customers are bringing their challenges and just asking for our help in terms of how to define the requirements going forward or how to define what they should be really investing in. So that true partnership is exhilarating for us.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Kim.
Thank you.